What is up, everybody? Woo! Big J-Rod. Big one. Anybody who came, swing by the stream. Well, I was involved in a 30-box Sapphire break with Hobby Legends, and it was real shaky there for quite a while. It was real shaky. I mean, you want to talk about a sweat. I called it. It was a sweat. It was such a sweat. I had to change my t-shirt and my sweatshirt. I'm not kidding. I really did. It was going poorly for a while, but everything worked out fine in the end. Just fine. Got the green True Julio Sapphire. Yeah. Give me some yeah-yeahs in the chat. Where we at? Lots of people here early. Elan, first in. James is here. Austin. Breaking baseball. Wong. Jonathan. Richie. Grady. King's here. Austin. Wes, what's up, man? Thank you. Appreciate that. Adrenalized. Justin. You guys ready? You ready for more? We got a good one coming tonight. Oh, I mean, you can see some of the stuff. This is some of it. Dirt Rat with a 33 month says 3 more months and it will be 3 years. Whoa. Wow. 3 years of supporting the channel. I don't know how to thank you enough, my friend. All the hitters, all the slammers, and everybody watching. Thanks for being here. Let me drop you a little link. If you wouldn't mind just hitting the thumbs up here on the old Facebook post. And if we're not friends yet, we can be. Just send me a request as long as you've got a face and there's nothing nasty on your page. We can be friends. All right. Do you guys want to just get right into it? I think we should just get right rolling. Oh, sweet Gersh. Right. All right. Let's do this. All right. Friday Night Fire. We're doing 2 breaks. Identical. Mixing these names up. 5 times as is tradition. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Turn this music down. So let me know if the music gets annoying or loud or whatever. Let's try that again. Control C, Control V. I got it. It's not that hard. Friday Night Fire. Putting the names into the random.org randomizer. Rolling the dice 11 times. Ooh. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the final round, you know that this is the one that counts. 11. Daniel's on top. And we're going to slap her down right here. Put them in A to Z order. And here are your teams. Diamondbacks, Nick M. Braves, Josh D. Orioles, Jennifer S. Red Sox, Julia M. Cubs, Brian G. White Sox, Anthony H. Reds, Chris G. Guardians, Daniel T. Rockies, Mark H. Tigers, Brandon K. Astros, Eddie L. Royals, Andrew M. Angels, Christopher M. Dodgers, Kelvin M. Marlins, Riley H. Brewers, Greg F. Twins, Greg O. Mets, Matthew M. Yankees, Andrew W. Athletics, Ryan B. Phillies, Brandon W. Pirates, Jim H. Padres, Tyler O. Giants, James H. Mariners, Neil P. Cardinals, Scott K. Rays, Robert B. Rangers, Jeremy C. Blue Jays, Jonathan A. And Nationals, my man Sky. Let's do this. Drop you a link. There's the link to the buy-in spreadsheet. Friend mail, I did not make, man, we've had like a blizzard around here last couple days. School's been called off 2 days in a row, so I haven't made it out to my P.O. box. Sorry, Zach. Yeah, don't think yep, I don't got it. But I'll be heading out there. I'll be moseying onto the post office Monday, and I'll pick it up then. Might take me a few days to get to it because I got a bunch of stuff that I want to record and stream and etc. Mustache got a trim job. I had to look presentable because my daughter's birthday party is this weekend, so I can't maintain appearances. All right, I think we're ready. You guys ready? All good, Hector. I thought it was hilarious. Where do we start? Let's start nice and easy. Although everything in this break is fire, so everything in both breaks is fire. But we're gonna start with a couple of retail boxes. A beautiful spread here of retail. About the best you can get. We'll go all the way back in time to 2018. We've got ourselves a hanger box. Give her a little pull. See what's inside. Thanks for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe. Because it's the long push for 100,000. And we're gonna get there together as a team. Favorite poker player? Wow. Can I just go with Doyle? Can I just say Doyle? Because it's, although Doyle's not my favorite, but it would make sense if I said that. Favorite poker player? Wow. It used to be Daniel, and then I met him. It's not Daniel anymore. I like Phil Hellmuth's game. Phil Ivey's the go-to answer. Everybody just says Phil Ivey. I'm not going there. You know what that means? That's a good sign right there, I think. I think we should be seeing an Ichiro coming pretty soon. Pretty soon, following Mr. Skaggs. But then, see, sometimes it gives you the old flipperoo. But we're still good. Because Gomber's a good sign as well. We'll see. See if we can get there. I don't know. We got to see Ichiro, and then we'll know for sure. Here's a 3 home run streak. Ohtani. Where's Ichiro at? They might have threw us a curveball. I actually like watching Doug Polk play poker. He's entertaining. Brad Owens' vlogs are nice. I like that. Manny All-Star Game gold. What do we got here? Storybook endings, Pettit. Well, let's start with an Acuna Legends in the making. I don't know why I like these cards so much, but I do. Just bought the blue. You probably saw that the other day. I think it's a fun, it's just a nice design, and then the blues really pop. I'm putting them on the stage just because I love it. Dwan, he's good. Definitely good. Clint Frazier blue. Matt Adams. See if we can get anything in the back half. Even the bust boxes. I'm surprised we didn't, because usually you see a Doolittle. I thought Doolittle was like a good sign usually. Usually Doolittle means good things, and so does Gomber. But then it threw us a curveball and it flipped the collation on us. That's what happened there. I'm getting to really understand these boxes. Chris with an 11 month. Stoked. Pulled Witt Chrome to 250. Really? Congratulations. That's a nice one. Real big. 2019 Topps Chrome. Wish you could play for money online there. Yeah, we can here. And that's not necessarily a good thing. I don't play a whole lot of online. I used to. I've played plenty. Because if I start playing online poker, then everything else kind of suffers. And we can't have that. I got my Monday Night Poker League, and that's all I need. Because that's more about the pride. It's not about the money. It's about the pride. Just beating all your friends at poker is a rewarding experience, especially when they're all good. Like, all of my friends are good at poker that we play with. So it's not like there's maybe a couple of soft players, but not really. Everybody's good in their own way. A bunch of different styles. You got to know how to beat everybody. All the different styles. Brian with a $30 super chat. Wow. Thank you, Brian, for the generous donation. What's up, peeps? Can't stay long, but I had to stop in and say pull some fire. Appreciate you, Brian. We'll dedicate the first hit to you, the first monster. What happened to the face? Got to be presentable for my daughter's birthday party. And also, I started trimming it, which she might not be perfectly centered. I tried. But when you start cutting and trimming, and then it's a little OC, and then you go a little deeper, and then the other side's a little OC, you got to go deeper yet. Starts disappearing. Buckeye Break says, what's up, Striker? Wasn't that Julio case hit sweet? Dude, that Julio just saved the day. It was getting so brutal there for a while. Like, we were about 2/3 of the way through the break, 30 boxes of Sapphire. And I had only hit one base Julio and two debuts. And I'm like, well, it's all over. My wife's going to leave me now. No, she doesn't care at all, but total redemption. I just wanted a I knew that's a nice card. Pink Trout and Pink Mookie is nice as well. I was really only banking on, I wanted to get I expected in between 2 and 4 base Julios, true Julios, and then the debuts. 30 boxes, 330 card checklist. You know, we're going to get close. There are parallels, so you got to account for 2 parallels per box, taking that number down to 30. So it's 300 cards, 330 card checklist. You should get, you get a 90% chance of getting one out of your 10 boxes. And then there's 30, so you're kind of spreading out a little bit more, getting a little bit closer with your sample size there to actual reality. But man, the bobbies were hitting. Oh my, I was wishing I had gotten Bobby. But I've got a lot of sweet bobbies in my collection already. And my Julio situation is not quite where I wanted it to be. And Justin says, bottom of the 9th, Julio homer. Indeed. Best pull in the last month. I mean, for my PC or for the group breaks here, because different, I go ham on my PC stuff, opening a case at a time usually. But my biggest personal so far is I got a Julio to 10 on the manufactured relic autograph. That's a big one. I got the gold Julio, black gold, black gold to 75. That's a big one. Real big one. Huge one. And then I got a Julio to 5 out of the Throwback Thursdays. So some really good stuff. Randy. Card Champs, 12-month. What was your least favorite product of 2022? Good question. There's a debut. Least favorite product of 2022. Probably Topps Stadium Club. Not impressed. I love Stadium Club typically. But this year, with the cards being all flipped around, you can't even open up a pack without having to go. They're all backwards. You got to flip them all around upside down. And then did not get any good autos out of there. The autos were sparse. Well, you get 2 per box, but man, they were skunks. That's nice hit. Gold Royce Lewis for Greg. Very good. And it is pretty centered. The best, most underrated part about Topps Update is that the cards are in good condition. even the ones that are not perfect, at least they're like a 9, right? Whereas a lot of the releases this year have been, the quality control's been poor, and that really affects like your rip. If Topps Chrome update would have had good QC, man, that stuff would be $250 a box right now, probably. I don't know. It'd be a lot more expensive. Ian with a $4.99 says, gotta know, what were you thinking when you saw the 101 I almost my pants. My buddy, I texted a few of my buddies that were watching with me, and we were texting back and forth the whole time. That's why I wasn't super active in the chat. I tried to, like, be, but, dude, because then we're talking, that's a life-changing hit. That's a life-changing hit. That's a 6-figure hit, and it could be, I could see it being $1 million card at some point. It possibly, right? Like, you know, a lot of things would have to happen, but it could be $1 million card. So yeah, I was like, but when the green Julio hit, man, whoo! Babe Ruth short print, man. I have not seen this one. To 59. That's a nice card too. Keep seeing SPs that I have not seen before, and it's enjoyable. The short print game is definitely enjoyable in Update 2. Just so many good things about the product. Chrome Stars of MLB is another little bonus. Black Gold's a bonus. The short prints are a bonus. The checklist is an A+. 3 autos. Let's get them on the stage. Let's get some autos flowing. Chrome update such as this, but hey, we're gonna do one box. I haven't done any boxes with the Slammers. We did some retail, right when it came out, and then I found out how bad the quality was. We haven't done any, so just the price is right for it. Where even if the cards are OC, the price is right. That you can't beat it for like $110 a box. I can't imagine it's gonna stay that price. People are going to forget about the quality. The purples are going to start being real valuable. Julio's in a gem. Anybody who takes off other in the checklist, like, I can't imagine it staying that price for that long. Hit number 1, Matt Vierling. But maybe, who knows? You never do know in this game, and it's a gamble. Anytime you go too hard on any particular product, you know, that's how you get rich. Is going all in on something. I'm not talking about sports cards particularly. I mean, it can happen in sports cards, but in this world, you get rich by taking a gamble and just going all in on something you believe in. The way you don't get poor is by diversifying your portfolio of invested. Your investments. You get what I'm saying. Everybody gets it. Connor Wong. So, like, you know, you don't throw all your eggs in one basket. You spread them around a little bit. So if one thing fails, you got a backup, and, you know. So it's like, man, if I want to just go all in on Sapphire. Like, all in. Just buy all of it, right? But what if something happens? Mike Yastrzemski, that is actually a sick card. 11 of 12. That is a beauty. I really like this design right here. Something about the border, the big bold year up top. We got the team name, and the player name is clear. It's low numbered. It's got a good look to it. You know, these are tough hits too. And that one's going to James. Yep. Very cool. Wes, using his 9-month membership, says that J-Rod was nice, but that stash is exquisite. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Acevedo to 99. Burger. Also to 99. Bowman to 99. Betts. And Beer to 25. Nice low-numbered Beer rookie. to 25. Jeez. Stand worthy. Julie, hello. Roan, what's happening, my man? When you go all in, yeah, you bought physical gold for 10 plus years. Yeah, if you know, it's make or break when you go all in on something like that. It's like, let's say right now, let's say you got a $10,000 bankroll. And you have a choice. You decided you're going to buy all wax with it, and sealed wax as your investment. We'll call it a speculation, though. What would you do? What years would you buy? Would you go all in on one product? Would you spread it around? Now, the way to make a bunch of money is to pick one particular product that you have great faith in, the big rookie, whatever it is. Or if it's Bowman, the big first. And you got to be able to get the auto out of there and everything. So, or do you say, okay, I really like, let's go back to even here's my guys. Bryce Harper, Paul Goldschmidt, and Ronald Acuna Jr. And I'm going to just hit those years really heavy and just hold on to that wax, and because those guys are Hall of Famers, right? We're just throwing out scenarios. You can do it that way, or you could do it the different way and just say, I'm buying because I know, speculation, I'm not saying this for a fact. You're telling yourself, I know that Topps Chrome Update Sapphire is going to be double this price this time next year. And then you spend it all on that, and then there's a double for you, right? Well, what if it's more, right? They're triple, quad, 5x. What if Julio wins MVP this year? Let's just paint a scenario. I want to see what you guys think would happen to the price of 2022 Topps Update. Just the regular stuff that we love so much. Julio wins MVP. What happens to a hobby box? A hobby box is currently about $140. What happens to that? That's a big boy. Look at this Marcelo. Marcelo first Ray Wave. Yes. Julia. Okay. Congratulations on this. I mean, this is awesome right here. And it looks pretty good. Pretty centered right there. If that gems up, you got yourself a card. Even if it doesn't. That is a banger. Death to Tyrants thinks it goes to 175 instead of 140. Roan says triple to quadruple. Howdy, cardboard addicts. Julio's LOGOFRACTORS already around 1,000. Yeah, but that's a SP. That's a short print, so this should be 1,000. That card right there, that's a... I don't even want to speculate, but I just don't want to give bad advice because you never know. Like anything can happen. But we're just talking ifs and buts and cherries and nuts right now. If Julio wins MVP, long shot, right? But how long is it really? If you're interested in how long of a shot it is for Julio to win MVP, there are actual odds right now. Was he that bad on defense? No, he's not bad at defense. He's a little above average right now, according to the metrics. I think he had one defensive run saved at some point in the season, like halfway through the season. I don't know what it ended up as, but he's like, I think he's just like a little bit above average defender. Bubba, we got another parallel first. This one's numbered. Bubba Chandler, paper. Going to Jim. 15 of 99. Talking Bobby Witt, dude. And we're just talking one guy out of that. Because a product rises and falls based on its ceiling faster. Like a product rises and falls faster based on its ceiling player. So you can have like 3 nice players and it's not going to go to the moon, right? But you got to have that ceiling player. You got to like the guy like Julio. He's a ceiling player. Tatis, Vlad, Acuna, Soto, Ohtani, Bryce. These are ceiling players. Judge. These are ceiling players that MVP caliber. That's how a product's going to rise and fall. It's not going to rise because we got, I don't know, like Kwan and Abrams and Stott and Miranda. Like, it's not necessarily going to rise because of those guys. Unless you start getting like multiple all-stars out of there. Then it'll go up a little bit, but we're looking for a ceiling. We're looking for that single bullet that's going to just blow your socks off. And like Bobby can be the ceiling player. Julio can be a ceiling player out of that. Pena, he's a little too old, but he brings value. So does Torkelson. He brings value. Abrams could be a ceiling player. It's because of his age and his skill set combination. But there's a bunch of like median players out of the release. The median players are just, it's a slower rise and fall depending on how those guys do. But, you know, Julio wins an MVP and we're talking probably a triple. There are many other factors to think about. The macro economy is a big part of it. There's a little Julio paper. And it's the key card thing, too. Just because that just reminded me they're pulling a Julio out of there. Okay, yes, this product has Julios. But does it have a first on it or a rookie insignia? No, it doesn't. But the cards still do have value. The Julio prospect cards still, especially in a parallel. Because you start getting Julio collectors that want every one of their cards, especially all their prospect cards, and they're willing to pay big bucks for the parallels. Because the base cards and even the chrome cards are a dime a dozen. But when you start getting numbered cards and you have more people collecting than there are numbered cards available. What's this? Oh, hi. That's a cool card. Tyler Madison to 199. Aqualava. You wouldn't mind hitting that like button. Itsy. Flanders mustache. I was thinking more along the lines of Tombstone. Someone from Tombstone. I'm your Huckleberry. Howdy ho, neighborino. All right, let's get into something a little different. Where do we go from here? Everything from here on out is just, yeah, we got one more retail type box, 2019 Topps Chrome update. What if K wins a Cy Young? K is going to get lit up so bad this year. You guys know that Rogers Center's moving their fences in. It already used to be one of the best hitting parks. And then once they added the humidors, it kind of messed that up a little bit. Now they're moving it in even more. Do you know what kind of year Vlad's going to have? Vlad's going to have another MVP caliber year. Varsho is going to crush this year. The Blue Jays offense is going to be out of control. And K is going to not benefit. He is not going to benefit from that. If he's not even going to be a starter, I don't think. He's going to be like remember he got relegated to the pen? Yeah, it's a little too thick. I know. That's why this is a little too thick for a tombstone stash. Maybe I work on that and dye it black. I would prefer the Doc Holliday, but wow. This is already, guys, right away. This is a box. Check this out. Nando rookie debut and behind door number 1. I think we got something big. We did. We got an auto out of here, but it's Elvis Luciano. That's not numbered. How is that not numbered? Free auto going to Jonathan. Congratulations. Chris asks, Striker, is it worth opening Topps Chrome to chase SP or MVP cards? I have 5 left. I'm about to open up a bunch to chase credit cards and Wanders. Wanders and credit cards. And if you're talking SP chase, the odds are pretty brutal out of those packs. I haven't found one good thing out of any of those packs. Not one. Not one SP, not one bonus auto, not one good card at all. So, I mean, you can get lucky, just like you can with anything. But I'm going to be opening looking for credit cards. How about this? 2021 Bowman's Best. 4 autos. Julio, parentheses, rookie. Autograph possibilities and refractors and numbered cards. This product's just going to keep going up. After, like, as Julio goes, this product goes too. And any other rookies in here. This is going to dry up more and more too. And people are going to start realizing that, oh my, you get 4 autos out of there and one of them could be a Julio rookie. Pulled an SP of Wander. Yeah. People forget about Wander. He's just overshadowed because of Julio and Bobby. But Wander's awesome. He's still very, very young. He's a 5-tool player. He's a high war potential guy. Like, Wander should be in the 5 wars every year, like right around there. So multiply that by hopefully longevity and just start doing the math with, he's like, has the potential to be on a Hall of Fame trajectory. There's Bobby masterpieces. I always like these masterpieces. They seem like they're a little more rare to pull. So getting a good name on there is good. Torkelson refractor, parentheses, rookie. Autograph number 1. Is Tyler Stevenson. Also, this stuff is great because it's a lot of position players. Vast majority of the autos are position players, and then the pitchers that are in here are good ones. That one's going to Chris. Thoughts on Capstone? It's not for me. Bobby. Jordan Lawler, that's a sick one, to 150. And we've got a redemption. Tyler Black, redemption auto. This is a Lawler, parentheses, rookie. Smash that like. That's right. And if you're wondering how to get in on a striker break, I've got the answer. Got the solution. Let me put it in the chat right now. Become a slammer. If you like the channel, if you watch it all the time, think I'm good for the hobby, fun, entertaining, consider supporting me via Patreon. The slammers get notified when I list a break. They have the choice of buying in if they please. I guess we'll just set the Tyler Black redemption off to the side. What's this? KC Mize Future Vibrance. This one throws me off sometimes because I see that orange. And I think that we maybe just got a monster. Ah, thanks, JV. $142 likes, 540 people watching. Don't make me beg. Do I need a bag? We can get to 200 in like 30 seconds. How about 1 minute? Because there's a delay. 1 minute to get to 200 likes. Can we do it? I know you can do it. What's up, Smiley? Mr. Smith, thank you, thank you. Josh hit a Bowman Chrome Torque Mojo today. Sweet. Cards, Cars, and Guitars calls it Crapstone. Yeah, it's not for me. Although, Topps Chrome... See, for some reason, I don't know why that reminded me of this, but the Gilded collection is coming out soon for Topps Chrome. Going to sample that. We're going to do a little sample. I don't want to go all in on that product yet. Just got to give her a little taste. So we'll do 2 breaks with that, hopefully, with a couple boxes in each and spread it around. Jordan. We'll see if it's any good, but it looks really cool. High quality, high end. The cards look nice. The hits look nice. The checklist looks nice. Everything looks nice. The only thing I'm wondering about is the distribution of the extended base set, which has Julio, Bobby, Torkelson, etc. Kevin and gifting 10 memberships. Thank you. We got 10 new hitters in the house. Appreciate it, Kevin. Jason Dominguez, Pache, and another autograph. Jefferson Kiro. And a Pache to 199. That Bowman, no, that's not a case hit. All right, let's go with some Finest. 2022 Topps Finest. 2, count them 2, hard signed, on-card autos. Per master box, you get 1 in each one of these little mini boxes. Couple parallels, awesome checklist. Michael with a $4.99 donation. Says, what's up, Striker? Nice torque, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Sent him away. We'll see what happens, but he looks like a gem to me. Are you in Canada? Pretty close. I'm in Michigan. Mustache is getting smaller, I know. I had to trim it up a bit. Ooh. Nice spread of products. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, I thought so, man. When I was putting this one together, I was like, they're going to like this. There's like no let up. Why are you backward? This is weird. All right, let's find something crazy. Julio. It's a good start. Neil, you are going to get at least 1 Julio out of this break. I guarantee it. How about a true blue? Ooh. The checklist is so small that these parallels, everyone's just like, to 150. Josh Lowe. Let's Turn 2 said, didn't know Sam Elliott took over Striker's channel. Love the stash. Thank you. Okay. This is gonna be a good one. Come on. Blue. Parallel. Jake Berger. Finest rookies to 150. Anthony. Michael with the $1.99. You get a pick of my sweet Julio. Let me jog my memory. If I didn't respond, then I probably didn't get it. Usually if I open up an email and someone sends me a picture or something that they hit, I'll respond. So if I didn't respond, I might have not seen it yet. What one was it, man? Did you get the orange? Is that what it was? Chapman. Green to 125. Also, I apologize if I don't see everybody's messages in the chat, man. I can't. I just look up and read like the first thing my eyes see. It's nothing personal. I'm not missing your chat on purpose at all. Just can't do them all. O'Neal Cruz, finest rookies. Box number 2. It was the 1/1 Sapphire. You hit the 1/1 Julio Sapphire? Or did you send me a picture of the 1/1? Then if that's the case, I did see the 1/1 thing. I'm confused. I'm sorry. I probably saw it then. But probably every day I get, I don't know, just like countless hits that I check out. I sometimes can't remember them. My brain is like mushy and soft. I apologize. Not a lot of gray matter up there. Just mostly Are you gonna like send it to Golden or something? Send it to like the professionals. Try to maximize. Greenskeeper in the house. The $9.99 super chat says, "You look like the kind of feller who enjoys himself a nice frosty sarsaparilla. I reckon you ought to get out on your keister out there and hit that like button, so you yellow belly sap sucking sons of a bitch." I mean, I do enjoy a sarsaparilla. I do. I'm a root beer connoisseur. I like a good root beer. Tell you what, and one of my favorite desserts is a root beer float. Virgil's root beer is the best root beer in the world, in my opinion. And a Virgil's root beer float is the kind of thing that you got to treat yourself to something like that every once in a while. Thanks, Greenskeeper. Jeff Becker with a 22-month. Awesome break tonight. Love the selections. Thanks, Jeff. And thanks for being a member for so long, man. Grade it and sell it for 100K. Yeah, that's I mean, I think it might even have a higher ceiling than that. Maybe not right now, but I don't know, man. I could see it going for higher than that at some point. Especially, you might want to wait a little bit on that one. I know you want it. I know you want that cash in hand, but just maybe see how Julio does at the start of the season. Because even if he doesn't have a good season, I think that 100K mark is just like the floor. So if he has like an MVP caliber season in year 2 at that age. Wander, rookie. This is a numbered card right here. Numbered to 499. Arias. The Bowman Refractor rookie. Let's turn 2 with a 2. Like Spike, everyone. Here's a tip for the dealer. Thanks, Let's Turn 2. Man, you guys are crushing it today. Did we get to 200 likes? We did. Set the next goal. 300. Keep moving it. Keep moving the bar. Higher and higher and higher. That's what we got to do. And by we, I do mean we. As a group, as a team, we got to keep pushing the threshold. And I realize that thanks to you guys and my family. Because it's real easy to rest on your laurels. It's real easy. It's the easiest thing. That's what separates a superstar from an all-star. Or even, the number 1 draft pick from the best player to ever play the game. Is the motivation to keep getting better. You got to find your muse. You got to find whatever it is that motivates you. And I use people's comments and suggestions and good vibes as motivation to keep pushing. I think it's good for the hobby. I think it's to try to strive to get 100,000 subscribers. I think it's good for baseball cards. I think it's good for sports cards in general. To have a positive, fun experience opening cards in a community that likes baseball. Talk about all the stats and players, rookies, prospects, teams, everything going on. I think baseball itself, Major League Baseball, should try to promote the hobby more, which they actually have been doing a better job of in the last couple of years. If you guys have noticed, there've been more commercials with like different players collecting and things like that. It's good. Confidant Shimmer, unnumbered Shimmer, but that's a first. We're gonna take care of him. Stott rookie. Melendez, we got a Yeller. Old Yeller. Boom. Noel. Not a first, but a Guardian going to Daniel. Going on the stage. The relics from flagship are everything from update is selling like crazy. People love everything update, and I don't blame them. I do too. I'm everything I see I want. That's why like Sapphire came out and it was like we've just created a new ceiling and people want in. A lot of people want in. All right, we got a lot more. How about a Bowman box? Hobby box. 2022 Bowman. Anybody happen to watch Filmington's top 10 2022 baseball card releases? Pads. How we doing tonight? Smiley can't wait to rip some Sapphire. I want to do it all day, every day for the rest of my life. All right. Maybe not the rest of my life, but I want more. I want more. I want to do 10. I want to do 100 more boxes for my PC even. That's how good it is. If you think like flagship update's good, which it is, it's like amazing. The Sapphire version is where the boys become men. Vito with a $5 super says, last year I told a friend that I think you will be the best breaker because your knowledge, positivity, and weeding out the bad vibes. You deserve to be the best. That's very kind, Vito. Very kind. Appreciate those sentiments. Looks like you were right. Oh, yeah, pads, I did. I got that green Sapphire Julio. It's the true Julio Sapphire, too, not the debut. I mean, here's my logic behind it. We can keep talking about that if you want, because I'm ready to. But my logic behind that was the Julio spot was going for about $60 a box. Give or take. I saw it get as low as about 55, as high as like 65, you know, somewhere. So it's right around 60. So I got in, it was $1,711 for 30 boxes. But here's the thing. I didn't want it for that price. I put a bid on it and I was like the high bid for a few minutes, I guess. There's several. And then it got outbid. And then I don't know. I didn't want to bet. I was going to bet. This is going to sound weird, maybe. But I was going to bid $1,661.61. It's just like random number. I was like, and then before I hit the bid button, I was like, oh, that has 666 in it. I'm out. So I changed it to $1,717.77 or something like that. I was like, that's better. Sure enough, that one won. And I immediately had like buyer's remorse. I'm like, what did I just do? I was just like, you know, one of those things. And nervous, very nervous. But hey, you know, every once in a while, you gotta treat yourself right. And yeah, the break, it was not looking good until the very end. Like, it was looking like the worst break that you could think of until the very end, pretty much, for me. Nico Cavadas. It's a first, going to Boston. Julia, you got a couple nice hits already. Congratulations. ordered a dozen Domino's pizzas. Oh, I was like, you having a party? I do want something to eat, though. Nick Gonzalez. We got 2 breaks, guys. Stick around. We're doing all these same boxes in the very next break. Same thing. We're going to just run it back. After this, some Sapphire, some LOGOFRACTORS, some museum collection. It's just every box is just going to get better and better from here on out. And this is like the best release of the year, Bowman. One of. Look at this. There's like a little, it's like a red marker dot on that card. Oh, I like it. Bobby to $4.99. Nice, Andrew. Looking for the parallels. Justin coming in with a $5 super chat. It says hashtag Sapphire seduction. Oh, it seduced me. I have never been seduced so hard in my whole life. I take that back. There have been some ladies that have tried to seduce me in the past. Obviously, right? But probably like the 3rd hardest seduction of my life was Sapphire. Didn't have to say a word either. She just looked so pretty, I was in. We like this too. Trio. Got to get the Brewers involved, Greg. That is a gem-worthy card too. Trio has some affordable firsts, especially I just bought a Trio Mojo the other day in a PSA 10. Sorry, I missed a couple super chats. Kootenai with a $2.79 says, can you shame tops for Jays in Update Sapphire? Can I shame tops for Jays because there's only K? Is that why? Is it only K or are there others? And Vito says, buy Update now because it'll be all gone soon. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be gone. It'll definitely be gone off of the retail shelves. We also have Khalil Watson. Got some decent QC here too, by the way. Decent to good. They're looking centered. Here's an orange. Orange. Pool host to 25. Collectible hit. And this one's going to Kelvin. Looking at the sheet, couldn't find your name. Orange pool host to 25. Updates dried up. I asked my wife to look today when she went out. She had to go get stuff for the party. High five futures, Julio. And she came back empty-handed. So, immediately filed paperwork for the divorce. Jaraba. Branlin Jaraba to $3.99. Lava. You got 2 hangers at Walmart, eh? I'm going to have to start like demonstrating outside of Walmart every day until they get cards back. It'll be a picket line with just me. And anybody else who wants to join. We have to think of some slogans, some catchy slogans that we can write on the signs and holler at the top of our lungs. Another orange? 2 oranges in a box. Drew Waters, top 100, 23 of 25. Man, Joshua. That was a lucky pull. That is a thick boy 55 point. Slide it in. Struggle. We've got so many hits coming. There's no way this stage is going to hold. Big Al with $1.99 says, I'll take a life-changing wander card. And no. Okay. Life-changing wander. Well, okay. Let's try this then. You want to see a life-changing wander come out of this box? Why don't we put... why don't we fill the chat full of wanders? Let's get some good luck vibes going. LOGOFRACTORS. The good packs. We're looking for basically out of here, Wander base, Cruise base, and the MVPs for credit cards out of these base packs right here. Arno, welcome. Keep them coming. Come on. Come on now. Let's get those vibes flowing. Okay. You know what we're looking for. I just said it. Come on. Bryce. Okay. Nothing too crazy out of there. Blue, and something else. Scherzer, DeGrom, Shohei. That's a nice Shohei. Oh, that's a pretty Shohei. Let's send that one away probably. Even the base LOGOFRACTOR stuff has value. Gemmed up. Let's see what's behind door number 1 here. Shane Bass. Is that a... Dude, is that a short print? I think it is. Did we just get a Boz short print? I'm so bad because like I only, you know, there's only a few of them that I actually paid attention to. What a jackpot. Robert. That's the good one you want. I mean, of Boz. And then we got a blue behind. It's Garrett Cole. So what a pack. Now, if you didn't know why LOGOFRACTORS were so good, all of these packs have at least one parallel. And you can get the SPs. Garrett Cole numbered to 150. Okay. It's at that point where I'm just, what do we just start taking cards off the stage? Or just setting them there? Just set them there. We don't got all the time in the world to do this. There. There's only so much room. This is a stage filler. Holy crap. We got 3 boxes left. Buxton. Olsen. Hebrine. Nice Bryce. And a purple. Jonathan India Cup card. Going to the Reds. Chris. Here we go. I think this is the first one I've opened. Topps Chrome Update Hobby Box. There's room on the right side. Good call. That helped a lot. Thank you. I get by with a little help from my friends. 1 in 38 packs for an SP. Dude, I had to have opened up like 40 of those boxes or something, and I only got one. Or wait. No, actually I got 2, didn't I? So, 1 in 38. Actually, that's about right, isn't it? All right, you're right. Ripping. We're going to get a nice fat pile. Speed ripping. Chrome update. Is the buyback for any refractor? Yeah, the parallels go for more. The harder a parallel it is to pull, the more money they give you. So I think it's a purple Goldschmidt LOGOFRACTOR. And it's worth $100 in credit. The regular LOGOFRACTOR, I think, is worth 40. And then the regular refractors and LOGOFRACTORs, all like the base stuff, is worth like 40. But as you go up in rarity, they're more and more valuable. No guaranteed auto in these, no. You didn't get any SPs, Matt? That's a bummer, dude. King Audi? All right, King. Have a good evening. One in 3 boxes for an auto here, says Evan. Hope for centered purples. That's what it is. Hope for centered purple, because I'm telling you, a centered purple Julio and a PSA 10 is going to be a card that I don't know if they're even around yet. I haven't seen any PSA 10 purple Julios, but as soon as those things start selling, the price of these boxes are going to start going up. Pull a 101 Trout, please. Okay. Whew. 562 people in the house. We got to 300. Oh, I guess all you got to do is ask. Look at that. He was sitting there on top. All you got to do sometimes is ask. Can we get to 400? Now we're talking. Now we're talking big numbers. Oh, that one made me a little sick. I get a little sick every time I pull that up, and it's one of like, what? Is there like 8 Mariners in this release? The cards do feel very smooth, though. Like, Quan rookie. Pena generation now. Hunter green, purple. True green, and a gold. So, okay. Big potential. Huge. Ray Kerr? Who the bleep is this? 6 out of 50 for my Padres. Gold auto? Tyler, I hope you're well-versed in Ray Kerr's career. You're probably going to be now. Looking it on up right now as we speak, aren't you? Ray Kerr. Gold auto. To 50. Holy cow. Oh, wow. Pools. Mm-hmm. Gold auto is a definite hard pull. 1 out of... Does it even tell you? Autograph. Chrome autograph. Gold. 1 out of 1,166 packs. Oh, that's a nice one. She little OC though, but that's what we know. We know the game. Definitely a good card for the collection though. True Pena. Purple. We're going to have to start stacking. CJ. Torkelson. Generation Now Shohei. Oh, we got another one of these. Ew. Kirby, though. Kirby's good. Perps are looking questionable. Pilkington. Their Pena debut there. Royce Lewis. Rich Hill purple. Bobby. Purple Bobby debut. Not too bad. Not the best. Not the worst. Purple Bobby. There, we got the Julio debut. That one's not too bad. Lodolo, Schwarber. Ooh. Yikes. Just glad they're not all like that. Vladdy All-Star Game and Kimbrel. All right, we got 2 boxes left. A museum and a Sapphire update. Then on to break number 2 with the same stuff. Don't go nowhere. We'll end with the Sapphire. Pulled a 10 of 10 CJ Red Generation Now. Did I not pin that to the top? My bad. Check this out. If you're interested in joining the breaks, become a slammer. I'm going to pin it to the top. Patreon is a way to support your favorite creators. And as a benefit, you get notified when I post a break. Gives you a link you can buy in if you want. They sell out fast though. Got to be quick on that trigger finger. Watch the video on strikerbreaks.com. There's a video about what is a slammer and how to get in on a break. It should explain everything, but definitely watch that. $50 Chuck, big numbers. That's right, baby. What we got? 565. We can do better. We had 919 in here the other night, Chuck. 919. Almost at 4 digits. There's Reese. Salvador Perez, and our hit, Clayton Claus, 47 of 75. Uh, 130. Clayton going to Calvin. Hey-o, what's up, Paul? Stanton, Maddox, Alec Thomas rookie, Vladdy, and Jose Barrios. Biggest pull of all time? I don't know, man. It's a lot of good ones, brother. I should have like a go-to answer for that. But go to strikerbreaks.com. Check out the Hall of Hits. That should be my go-to response. Strikerbreaks.com. Check out the Hall of Hits. Although it's probably, no, it's not password protected. I had to use a password to get into the breaks. Some people were getting tricky. I know who you are too, but some people were getting tricky and buying into the breaks when they weren't ready to go. And non-slammers were like scouting the page out, trying to get in. I know all things that have to do with my website stuff. And that's not true. But Joe Ryan rookie. DeGrom. Canvas collection, Salvador Perez, and the hit. Adrian Beltre. That's a banger. Hall of Famer in the making. Guaranteed Hall of Famer. Guaranteed. Is he in yet? Sometimes I forget. Is he in yet? It seems like he's been retired for like 10 years. I would draft Beltre almost every year on my fantasy baseball team. Win some poker this week? Nah, man. No, but you know who? Crane ended up pulling it out, Chuck. Crane he had 1,300 chips left. He was sitting right next to me. I had like 4,500 chips. Crane's sitting next to me, just barely hanging on with 1,300. And then I get involved in a hand with Ginge, that dirty rat. He raises my big blind, like a little piddly, just a little bit above a friendly double. And I look down, I wake up with like ace 5 suited. And so there's like every option is open to you at that point. Red, hold on, we got a red. Red Babe Ruth to 50. So every option's open to me. I can check, fold, raise, call. I mean, I can't check. Call, fold, raise. So I'm like, maybe I'll just see a flop. Should have went all in right there. Saw a flop, 2 hearts on the flop. Now I'm like, okay, I'm going to take all of Red's money. Nolan Arenado, 28 out of 50. So I check. I should have went all in again. 2 mistakes. And he bets like a little snizzly amount, nothing big. And then I go all in at the wrong time. And he called me. He had king 10 off the whole time and caught a 10 on the flop, which was like mid pair. And calls my all in for like 4,500 chips. I'm like, what do you do? I mean, I was like, okay, cool. Here comes my flush or an ace, and I'm still going to win. Didn't work out that way. Last box, we're going to do the good luck shuffle. Good luck sweep with Clayton, Claus, and Seelig. Seelig sweeping all sides, top to bottom, left to right, and then Clayton soaking in the juices. Oh, I've done that before, but it's so much work. It's a crazy amount of work to do that. But I have made like compilation videos of just the pulls, and then like I wouldn't be able to find all of the hits, the videos from all of the hits. Here we go. Sapphire, come on now. Ooh. Oh. I'm going to get to the point where I know the collation of this too. So when we open the first pack, I'll be able to tell you like who's in here. At this point, I don't know though. But I do know that if you get a Wander, you're going to get a Julio too. Straight up Julio. So Yan Gomes. Ian. It's not even Jan. It's like Ian. How much did you pay for the Julio break? Almost $1,800, Mr. Smith. Insane. I've never done anything like that. Oh, it's a debut box. Okay. Julio debut. Sapphire. Very nice. I'm glad we got one for you. All right, Neil. Birdie. Just put him up So the Gomes box is the debut box. And also the Ramos box. Yeah, I mean, I've done that, Chris. It just takes forever. Bulmer. I've like downloaded the videos, and then if I have to download the video, the quality, by the time I download it, edit it, and re-upload it, the quality's not very good. Mackenzie Gore, debut, 3,000 hits for Miggy. Frazier. Miggy box. You heard of Bobby's coming, eh? Well, we got a hit here. We got a gold. John Gray. Ryan Presley. Adrianza, and the hit. Arcia. Gold. 2 of 50. I gotta get the gold Julio Sapphire. Just gotta get him. Beautiful. Stick around for break number 2. Coming up real soon. Bryson Stott box. So we got Stott, Julio debut, and Rowdy. Rowdy has, I mean, he had a good season, but he's been haunting collectors since 2019. Last pack. Come on. Gary. Nice. 100 career home runs for Ohtani. That is a good one. That's nice and centered, too. And Joe Smith. Holy moly. Dude, there's so many hits in this break. It's all happening again. We're going to check out the hits, and then we're going to start break number 2. Jaraba to $3.99. India, purple logo fractor. Cole, blue. We got a Watson base. Chirio. We got Confidan. Little Wander action. Julio action. Just some side goodies. Red Babe Ruth. We got a redemption. There's a bunch in the good card pile. Secondary good card pile. Boz, short print. Arenado to 50. Beltre auto to 125. Barrios to 50. Didn't even realize that was to 50. Green Telez to 75. Arcia to 50. Julio debut Sapphire. Clayton Claus to 75. You want 4 pieces of Clayton? You got it. Bobby, purple. Pena, purple. Bobby, blue to $4.99. Cavadas, auto. Cerny, refractor to $4.99. That's a first. Noel, yellow to 75. Ray Kerr, we got a parallel, gold parallel auto out of our Topps Chrome update box. Keeping it moving. Yelich. This is our Topps finest. Aqua to 250. Eli Morgan autograph. Matt Chapman. Green. Speckle to 125. Jake Berger. Blue to 150. Josh Lowe to 150. Pache to 199. Arias to $4.99. DeAndre, first auto. Caro, auto. Walls, refractor auto. Lawler to 150. Stevenson, auto. Luciano got lucky out of our 2019 Topps Chrome update box. Tyler Madison to 199. Bubba Chandler, green. Legends in the making. Acuna, couple of oranges. Drew Waters to 25. Albert Pujols to 25. Seth Beer to 25. Mike Yastrzemski, that's an on-card auto to 12. Connor Wong to 99. Matt Vierling to 99. Babe Ruth, short print. Royce Lewis, gold. And Marcelo Mayer, Ray Wave first. Woo! Gonna clear the stage. Start break number 2. Give it a little sweep. Everybody's favorite part of the show. The sweep. I don't know why. People say it's satisfying. I get it. Be real clean. Okay. Pulling up break number 2. Adrenalize with a $5 super chat. And my first break coming up next. Tipping the dealer for some good mojo on that randomizer. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. About to do it right now. A new one. Yes. Yes. Check. Friday Fire. Ready? We're mixing up the teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Grabbing the buy-ins. Friday Night Fire, number 2. Chuck, if you're still in the house. A little later, maybe. Bang, bang, if you're interested. Roll the dice. That's what we're doing. Rolling the dice. 3 times. And now we begin. 1, 2, in the last round. 3. Arno's on top. Back down. Right here. Boom. Sort sheet A to Z. Here are your teams. Diamondbacks Scott A. Braves Chris K. Orioles Travis A. Red Sox L. Cubs Matt M. White Sox Jordan B. Reds Matt L. Guardians Jeremy B. Rockies Greg C. Tigers David F. Astros Matthew D. Royals Richard A. Angels David M. Dodgers Jake M. Marlins Steve M. Brewers Sean F. Twins Mike B. Mets Jason B. Yankees Charles M. Athletics Kevin O. Phillies Dylan M. Pirates Ryan G. That's kind of a bust box. Okay. Keep it moving. Oh yeah, I did pull the commemorative patch auto for myself. So out of like 8 cases total that I've opened from all different formats, 1 Julio auto, and it was a fluke. Like that thing, number to 10 is such a fluke. Colby Allard. 2019 Chrome. Yeah, the crazy helmet auto, I know. I still don't know what I'm going to do with that thing. Part of me doesn't want to sell it at all. Maybe I don't know. I got a high price on it. I've had a bunch of people inquiring, but I'm not really willing to go down super far on that. Because a Julio auto, rookie auto to 10. Bryce Wilson. Is this the same pack? Oh, this one's only a 3. That's a bummer. Let me get one more. Bonus pack. I thought that had 5 in it. This one's got 5. Mookie. Because we got Mookie, the red Mookie out of it, or the pink Mookie out of that last one. Let's try that again. Am I grading it? I want to, but then okay, so here's what happens. So I start a submission, and then it has to be a separate submission, I think. Because it's so valuable, I don't know that I think I have to do a separate order for it. And then I look at the button that says create another order, and I'm just like, nah, I'll just do it next time. That's what happened. I just did a submission, and that's exactly where my mind went. I had it sitting here ready to grade, ready to send away, but all these questions went through my head like, how exactly do I get this thing graded? Do you have to put it in you can't put it in a card saver sleeve. So you got to put it specifically tells you not to put it in a special container. I don't know. So rather than actually work all this out of how I'm going to do it, I just go, nah, I'll do it some other time. circumstance. That's a crazy banger. So it's like, if I just have that card raw and I'm like, check this out, well, that's one thing. But even so, you're just gonna like assume, okay, it's probably an 8. But then if you get it graded, it's actually like authenticated in a slab. You're not gonna drop it accidentally. It's not gonna fall out of your top loader or whatever, or your one touch or what. I mean, you're not gonna like scuff it up in a one touch. So in that situation, I'll probably get it graded. Oh, that's sweet. Devers International Affair Black Parallel. Talk about another rare one. And we got the Glaber SP. Whoa. Dude. See, I don't know the numbers for the SPs here. So I don't know if that's an SSP. It looks like an SSP. If it got an 8, would it up the value? Maybe. Probably. Especially if there's no other 10s, which there wouldn't be. There's not going to be any 10s. That's a sick card, man. Both of these. What a box. We got an Acuna rookie, Glaber SP, and Devers Black. This is his rookie year. Whoa. I know, Zach. The nice sweet. What a box. Let's keep this moving. Let's keep it going. That's what I'm talking about. Keeping it going. Soto rookie debut. We're going to move these vibes over to something else. How about going to kind of industrialize it? Okay. Sick box. 4 stand-worthy cards out of 1 hanger box. Yeah. Take it. 553 people in here. 372 likes. Let's get that ratio a little closer. Also, if you really want to help, just hit this link to my Facebook page and like the post. Like the post about the video. It's just like, hey, we're live. You just like it, more people will see it. All right, Zach. Nice, man. Good luck. What about 101 autos? Get it graded? Yeah. Or just authenticated. I think you can do either way. Just either way is fine, I guess. I can't really say one way or another is better, but you're likely not going to get a PSA 10, but it doesn't really matter. It's just saying like, boom, here it is. Jake Berger, it's just saying this is real. And, it's probably like a 9 or something, maybe an 8. I don't know. Jake Berger, rated rookie. Another Jake Berger auto. Berger signing cards, man. He is signing. Rodolfo Castro. 86 of 99. Influencer hanger, LOL. See, I don't like that, man, because it's not. So it doesn't. You're spreading something that's like a negative idea of like that breakers get like special boxes and stuff, and it's not true. Even if you're like LOLing it and like joking, it's like not true. Look at this though. Oh, that is sweet. Andrew Vaughn. You probably didn't mean anything by it, and I'm not trying to say you did, but there's just like enough of that going around. It just reminds me of like the blowout forums that are just full of trolls and nasty people just saying things that aren't true. Andrew Vaughn. Not that you're nasty. I'm not saying you're nasty at all. 22 out of 25. I love these. We got another one. This box was very similar to the first break, where we got a Jake Berger auto. I think we got Berger out of that first one, didn't we? And then this sweet, low-numbered Vaughn to 25. And then on to the numbered cards. These are all numbered to 99. 99, 99, 99. Cunha to 99. And a Don. That's going to be a couple of lower numbered ones. These are all different. All these boxes are a little different with what they give you. These are both the 46. Candy cane parallels. Bowman draft. The way I do my breaks is the base cards, like the veteran base cards, like that are not rookies, you know, just like, you know, like this, just like all the base cards that don't really have any value, you know, stuff like that. I sort all those out separately. And then if you have room in your pack for a few more cards, I'll just grab like a stack of those and put them in. Because it's just pointless and a waste of time to actually sort out by team every single base card. Big waste of time. Nobody cares. Julio. Ramos. Back to back. Just Ramos is everywhere, man. He's the biggest name in baseball. You would think Ramos is the biggest name in baseball, wouldn't you? It was a joke, bro. See, I don't even like that attitude. You could just say sorry instead of, it was a joke, bro. But then you said my bad, and then we're cool. See? You just gotta learn how to behave around here. That's all. There's rules and standards and norms. I don't like people like talking, you know what, in any capacity. Unacceptable. Pacheco. Anything that brings my vibes down. Audi. John says, I'd never have a 101 graded. No need to. There's nothing to compare it to. Just have it authenticated. It's one side of it. I can see that side of it. Definitely. And I've said that in the past too. Like, yeah, no need to get it graded. But if it's a big one, man, I think what I would do is talk to somebody who has a lot of experience in dealing with like cards like that. And I'd ask them, because I don't have a ton of experience dealing with 101s. It's like a crazy rare thing. But maybe a auction house or somebody who does like tons and tons and tons of, like, maybe like Houdini, he would probably have a better idea. He's doing 50, 100 case breaks of the same thing. You know, he's pulling 101s. I would yield to more of an expert on that. Handlebar got trimmed up, man. I was trying to look presentable for my daughter's birthday party. And then it just kept getting shorter and shorter as I was trying to even it out. Next thing you know, it's not even going to be here. Amador. Sparkles. Not numbered, though. You only hit one numbered in your Sapphire box, a green Trout, Ohtani. So that's a decent one, at least. Austin says most of the 101s he's seen have been 9s. Yeah, you're not going to get a 10. And it's understood, I think. Possibility, small possibility you could get a 10, but there's just so much on there that could have any kind of scratch or center. It could go wrong easily. What are the odds they made one of them and it's perfect too? Ty Madden first to $4.99. But when you just see an authenticated, you might think to yourself, why did they just get this authenticated? What, is there something seriously wrong with it? One might think that. Alvarez. But if you did get it graded and it came back whatever grade it was, you would know for sure. If you're spending like $100,000 on a card, you kind of want to know exactly what you're getting, right? So if you just get it authenticated, you don't know exactly what you're getting. You know you're getting a 101 and there's only one of them in the world. But what if it's got a little ding in the corner or something? Maybe you might not want that 101 anymore. I don't know. Pedro Leon. Maybe you just settle for the red. Dominic Hamill. Blue. There's a nice Benny. Nice Benny first refractor. Cardshells.com. Use the code STRIKER10. These Easy Glide soft sleeves are clutch. I'll never use anything else. Pre-cut corners. Striker 10. They got top loaders. They've got every kind of protection for your cards you need. The envelopes to send your eBay standard envelope cards in. I use them like every day almost. There's Benny. They've got different grades of top loaders too. They've got economy ones and then premium ones. Clinton, what's happening, man? 101 J-Rod would cost you about $3K to get it graded. Ooh. That's something you got to think about too. That's ridiculous. Why would they? It's really just for insurance. Ryan Holgate, right? That price would just be for insurance mostly. Because it doesn't take $3,000 for a person to look at it. It's a first Ray Wave. You can throw them in a top loader. Never know. 2019 update. Chrome update. The last box. We got a gold autograph. Can we beat it? Got a Benny auto in the mail today. Very good. 9 of 13 of your new PSA cards were 9s. Usually I have about a 70 to 80% gem rate on mine. This last batch was like 56%, I think. 50-something percent. Because I lessened my standards. Because there was a sale going on at PSA, so I was like, I'm just going to send a bunch in that are maybe good, maybe not. Same with this the last PSA submission. I sent a bunch of like big cards that I didn't think probably would gem up. Just because. Austin Riley rookie, Chrome rookie. Just because they're big ones. Chrome Vlad debut. Don't sleep on Vlad this next season, man. With those fences moving in. Big year for Vlad coming up. Jimenez rookie debut. This is a nice box so far. We got several good base cards. Austin Riley debut. Add him to the pile. How about a Bowman's Best? We've got 2 mini boxes inside of a master box. Holgate's not very good. I don't know. Whatever. Is that who I top loaded? Not very good, eh? How old is he, though? 22. Lefty. Second round pick. Worth a top loader, I guess. It's just those Ray waves are so nasty. Like, any first Ray wave is worthy of protecting. Dalton Varsho rookie is a sleeper. Yeah, I just got that gold foil Varsho rookie in a PSA 10. I'm loving it. Because the Blue Jays are one of my favorite teams. And actually, I kind of like Varsho too. He's made me some money. Varsho has from Daily Fantasy. Lefty leading off with power on a team that nobody wants to stack. And he's cheap. Diamondbacks made me some money this year. You like Jazz for a big year? Yeah, me too. Hopefully he can stay healthy, Peds. Because if Jazz stays healthy, all-star, almost guaranteed all-star. He's that good. And the team's kind of, he's the best player on the team pretty much, so. Milkar Perez. Look at that auto. Whoa. What is that? It looks like an abstract work of art. We got a Jackson Pollock over here, folks. Is Jazz moving to center field? I didn't even know that. Jordan. This. Oh, speaking of Jazz, rookie craftsmanship, atomic parallel. This box looks very similar to the last box of the last break too. Blaze, Blue Blaze, and Brian Ramos. All right, Will, check you back out in a little bit, maybe. He's got a violent swing. I like it. And a great arm. Violent swing, great arm. Striker's stamp of approval. Jazz may end up on the cover of MLB The Show. Oh man, I don't know about that. I mean, I believe that it's a rumor, but I don't see that happening. You got to have someone like Julio or Bobby, or like maybe not Bobby, like Julio though. Julio's the new Tatis. So just see the path of Tatis before all the nonsense. That's the path that Julio's on. So Julio, MLB The Show. Julio, cover of a bunch of baseball cards. Julio, All-Star. Julio, commercials for MLB. You found a Dalton Varsho Independence Day PSA 9 for 85. Might pull the trigger. That's a sick card. Like, nobody really cares about Varsho. See, here's the problem. Something you got to think about is he's on a team with a bunch of other studs. So his star power is going to be watered down a bit, potentially. It's not like he's a star anyway. I bet you ask like 10 people who like watch baseball. Maybe they're not super fans. They just say, yeah, I like baseball. Maybe one knows who Dalton Varsho is, So now you get into the level that we're at, it's a little different story. Everybody knows who Dalton Varsho is, but your casual fan doesn't know Varsho. Blue Jays do, and Diamondbacks do. Eduardo Garcia. But he's the kind of guy you could pick up on your fantasy team. I don't know if he's going to be catcher eligible, but if he's catcher eligible still, probably not going to be. I think he's just an outfielder or DH even. Eduardo Garcia going to the Brewers. Sean, congratulations. Dominguez, he's got to do something this year. Still young, very young, raw. Alex Kirilloff to 199. Taylor Walls. Haven't got that banger. It's a nice Kirilloff rookie, though. He's got to bounce back, man. He had all the promise, and then some injuries set him back. Ohtani refractor. Julio. There's a good one. Benny. And that's it. Next up, Bowman Chrome. 2022 Bowman Chrome hobby box. 2 autos. Couple parallels. Some nice base rookies. And prospects that we don't really know about but could explode. This is a classic example of like a boom potential product. I don't think it's gonna bust because of the rookies that you can get out of here. So not much risk at the current price. If you were to buy a few boxes and hold on to them, not much risk, very high reward potential. Whoa. Connor says he just pulled a 1 of 25 Topps Chrome Club Plaque auto of Judge. Woo. Nice. Dude, don't get rid of that card too fast, man. If you grade that, it's going to be worth more. But, you know, still take it and show it off, but just know. Austin, the more you say, the better. Austin knows prospects, so he'll shoot you straight. Maikel Garcia. First autograph going to the Royals. Richard's thinking it's all about Bobby, baby. It's all about Bobby. Little does he know, Maikel Garcia has autographs in this product. And he is 6 feet tall and 145 pounds. He's got some thickening up to do. Matt Manning rookie. Secondary pile. Pena. Ooh, what is this? Oh, Luis Meza. Blue. The blue and blue look great. Sold. Crew, in my opinion, sold. But I don't know. Don't take my... Like, anytime you ask anybody, should you hold it or sell it on anything, really? It's just some guy's stupid opinion. Just my... I mean, I have no idea, really, you know? I don't know what's going to happen. I could tell you sell, and then he's the MVP next year, and it's like, sorry. You know? Or I could be like, hold on to that one, and then he gets hurt, and you never hear from him again. Big M-Town dropping a $5 super chat. Says, got an update hanger from Walgreens. Pulled a Mother's Day Julio. Almost had a guard attack. I would almost have a guard attack as well. Congratulations, dude. That's a sick hit. That's a hit of a lifetime, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the best hit you're ever going to pull in your whole life. Unless you start getting real, unless you turn that, you know, $5,000 or whatever it's going to be worth into just... I don't know. Like, if you maybe... I don't even know. Like, that's a monster people go their whole lives not getting a card like that. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Why don't you like pitchers? Because they get Tommy John surgery every other day. Just like, hey, you had a great game. Oh, you blew your arm out? Tommy John gone for 2 years. Okay. That sucks. Wish I wouldn't have bought your cards. I don't hate pitchers. Oh, you didn't. Yeah, you just said, why don't you like? It's not. There are some pitchers I like. I like Scherzer, Verlander, Nolan Ryan, Spencer Strider. To name a few. I like Dylan Cease. But it's just a really risky investment unless they already are like Hall of Fame bound. Andrew Vaughn, same with catchers. That's why Adley, like everybody's all about Adley. And I love Adley as a player. Like he's awesome. He's an amazing talent. But as far as an investment goes or speculation, how many balls are you going to get bounced off of you this game? 30? 100? Like, you know, it's just the injury risk that's scary. Braxton Fulford to 299. It's a first going to Colorado. Greg. Sparkly. Extra sparkly. Yeah, that blaze is sweet, isn't it, Ryan? I like that blaze. I hope Blaze comes up and 40 homers as a rookie, you know, something like that. It'll be a great story. (2021, 2022 top 5). My brain literally saw a 1 there. Don't know why. I knew it was 2022. Gonna have to do better than that, Striker. We're getting to that point of the break where I'm starting to get delirious. Jenks, Blaze opens cards. I didn't know that. We got to get all these MLBers that like baseball cards up in this place. This needs to be the MLB hangout for guys who like opening cards in the majors or prospects or if you have anything to do with baseball, you need to be here now. Send this to you guys. If you're like a Twitter dude, or what are the kids like these days? What are the kids into these days? Instagram, and you follow like big leaguers that open cards, send them a link. Be like, you got to check this guy out. We got to get him up in here, hanging out, talking about cards, talking about baseball, getting involved in the community, expanding. And I'm going to rely on you to do that because I don't do that. I'm not good with social media outside of like posting, making a YouTube video. Like all the other stuff is outside my purview. Just tell them Pads, you have your people, contact my people, who is you, and then get it all set up. All right, green, Chris Bryant. Green Chris Bryant. You know, I'm going to get to the point where I stop just putting any old parallel on the stage. It takes a lot of time. I think I might just start putting only autos and significant parallels. Another Jake Berger. What do you say? Hey, Jake Berger. Let's get Jake Berger up in the house. We'll talk. Jake, we're pulling your autos left and right, brother. You got to be loving this. Or we could just pretend. Like if the big leaguers don't want to come and hang out, we could just pretend that they're here. and talk to them like they're here. Story time. Corbin Burns. Yep, I like it already. Saving time. Julio. Base Julio. Aaron, you got at least one Julio coming. Wander, love this box already. Trout refractor, let's go. Music's too loud. I can tell. Even though you guys didn't say anything, I can just tell. Jake is not a big fan of Finest this year. Haven't seen any good pulls. I'm going to give it... See, it's almost any release is relative to the price. Like, how much does it cost? That kind of determines if it's good or not. What's the checklist like? How many autos do you get? $1 per auto. And then what's the overall box cost? Okay. These are the things that I think about when I'm setting up a break. So at the $200 price, that's not bad. That's what I was asking for. $200 box of Finest. And it's a little over that, but I have seen it for $199. I didn't buy any because I got, do I have any left? I think this is actually my last box, but I'm going to wait and see like what happens to the price. Might get a little more. It's nice for a variety. The quality of the cards are good. A lot of parallels, good checklist. It's a lot of good stuff going for it, but I have not seen any good auto hits. Jonathan India. In fact, they've been kind of stinky. India to 175. Going to Matt. Maybe we change it all right here with a good autograph. O'Neal Cruz. Real good autograph. Royce Lewis. That's not bad. It's probably the best one I've seen. Sky's mixed bag coming in with a $20 donation. Whoa. Sky, you generous scoundrel, you. He says, work for me and crush for us. Let's go. Sky, you're the best, and you know that. Thank you very much, my friend. Alrighty. Well, Royce Lewis blue to 150. And that one's going to Justin. No, hold on. Mike. That one's going to Mike. My eyes failed me for a second. That's a cool card. Aaron Judge, green to 125. Green sparkles. Green dot. Wander and Tatis will go up this year. I believe Tatis cards will go up. They probably will. I don't see how they couldn't because he's a superstar. I don't see how they couldn't. If you really want to have a good time, go and check out the odds for MVP in the National League and count how many Padres you see in the top 10. I'll wait. Just joking. Not going to wait, but you should definitely check it out. You like Royce Lewis. Nice. Is Royce Lewis being low in the top 100 prospects concerning? I think it took him a little longer than we would have liked to get up to the bigs. But he's got a lot of potential. He's a highly touted prospect, has been for a few years. So is it concerning? I mean, I'm not. Very little to do with opening packs of baseball cards is concerning to me. Although, you know, what do you mean by concerning? I guess we could go down that route where we're defining words, but that's not a very good time. J-Rod plus 900 for AL MVP. Depends on what site you look at. I saw him at plus 500. Which is insane. He was like the fourth highest person on the MVP vote, on the MVP odds. J-Rod. Second year J-Rod. All the players in American League, think about him. he's never gonna, dude, Tatis is never gonna so much as bet a concerning eye towards management or ownership or fans or anything. He's not gonna do one thing wrong for the rest of his career, unless, and if he does, then he's just, that's just who, like, he's just a knucklehead. Maybe he's just a knuckle, but he's so young. Like, I'm giving him like growth time to be a superstar at such a young age. Not everybody can handle that, man. And if your brain isn't fully developed, which it's not supposed to be fully developed until you're like, what, 24, 25, 26, something like that. I'm giving him a break and hoping that he's learned from everything. And then now it's time to settle down and become the greatest baseball player that you can possibly be. You better be in the gym. You better be doing every single thing that is possible to make you the best player that you can be. And the ceiling for him is multiple MVPs. World Series champ, World Series MVP, All-Star MVP. He's got a ceiling as high as anybody. So we'll see if he's learned or if he's just a knucklehead. If he's just a knucklehead, but I don't think he is. I just think he's young and made mistakes and was living in the fast lane. Didn't know what he was doing. Here we go. We got some Topps Chrome update. Lodolo. And a blue, a purple. Torkelson. Ohtani. Perez perp. Torkelson. These cards are so slick and smooth. They slide all over the place. Come on, Jack. How could you even say that? How do you even know? Are you just trying to be a bummer? Are you just trying to bum everybody out with your vibes, Jack? Jeremy Pena, rookie. No need to spread that nonsense here. 2 for 2 in these hobby boxes. And it's a guy. Ron Marinaccio. It's a guy that plays for the Yankees, Charles. Congratulations. Harper's plus 8,000 on some sites for MVP. There's some fun to be had, like pre-season, pre-everything, voting for MVP. Here's a fun thing that I'm not recommending that you do, but something that I've done is you can throw around a couple dollars on MVP voting, and when the odds change, like if you see a guy you think is way too low, and then the odds change after they have like a good month or something, you can cash out. And like, you don't even have to wait to see if they win MVP. They'll send you like a payout option. That's fun. Some of the sites do, like FanDuel will. I'm not recommending that, once again. I'm just talking. I think he will always stay healthy, said Wild Speculation. I think he will never be healthy, says Wild Speculation. It's one thing if you say, I think. It's another if you make a declarative statement and you just say, Tatis will never stay healthy. That's a declaration. You say, I don't think he's ever going to stay healthy. That's just that's like, I don't think. It's not saying like one way or another he will or he won't. Like, Aaron Judge is the greatest baseball player of all time. Okay. I think Aaron Judge is the greatest baseball player of all time. Those are two different things. See? When you're saying something like it's a fact and it's not a fact, you sound like an idiot. When you're saying something just like it's an opinion, you can say whatever you want. All right. You get it? That's all. Anybody, you can say what like anybody's idea is that's fine. But when you say something like it's a 100%, check yourself. Scherzer's going to win MVP this year. Or I think Scherzer has a shot to win MVP this year. See how the vibration's different in both of those statements? Spencer Strider is the best pitcher in the NL. Or I really like Spencer Strider, man. I think he's got a shot to win the Cy Young. See how like, oh, that's warm. But the other one is arrogant. There we go. I think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall. I agree. I think Pete Rose should be as well. But if you open up the door for Barry, then that door is going to be swinging. She's going to be swinging. People are going to be coming in. I don't know. I don't really have a problem. You know, there's purists, there's baseball purists out there, and I ride the fence sometimes. Like, I'm not saying 100% Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, but I kind of would like to see it just because he's the GOAT. Same with Pete Rose. I'd like to see it. I don't know that he deserves it because of the surrounding factors, but he deserves it from a player from like a production standpoint. Both of them do, I believe. I believe I'm not mistaken. They're both a couple of the greatest players of all time. They should probably at least have a shot to get in, but I understand why they're not, and I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Velasquez, first atomic. Let's go. What are we going to get? We got 2 oranges out of the last one. Got a chrome Julio prospect card. Here's how picky I am. I like this card, but I think if it was zoomed in like a little bit more and it was just up to the knees, it would be even better. That's how picky I am. I'm losing my voice. I'm starting to lose my voice. Been doing a lot of talking today. Revitalization. Volpe. Link is pinned to the top, Charlie, to become a slammer if you want to get in on the breaks. Join the Patreon group. The patrons get a notification when I post a break. They get a link and they can buy in if they want. Rookie. Marsh. 10 of 299. Kyle with a $10 super chat says, I think Albies is an underrated second baseman. Excuse me. And undervalued in the hobby. For sure. Yeah. For sure. Probably, man, I think he might be in the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done. He's really good. Halfway done. Half the box to go. Patrick with a $4.99 says, no harm, Matt. Earlier, love your content. Who you got for the World Series teams this year? Man, I'm struggling to breathe. I don't know why. Got a little wheeze right now. No problems, Patrick. I just can't let a whole break go by without giving someone a hard time. I don't know what it is. You know what it is? Ooh, that's not bad. Is people are so cool around here that if there's even the slightest wind of something that just kind of like, it's not even bad, that I'm just like, then it just it's like an outlier, you know, it's like this little outlier because everybody's so cool. But no problems whatsoever, man. I didn't mean to ride your case too hard. I've been trying to get better about that, like not being too hard on people, because like they don't deserve it. I'm just trying to keep a very tidy house. Like the house, I mean, we're talking, I'm walking around with a white glove and there's a piece of dust on the counter and I'm just like, that, and I don't need to be like that. Appreciate the super chat. But World Series this year is going to be the Padres and the Blue Jays. You heard it here first. That's a statement. That's a fact. Seriously though, I think the Padres are they need to do something with the starting pitching still. I don't know what. Pedro Pineda. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that pod? Just start thinking about it. I want everybody to get in a nice, comfortable place. Close your eyes. Slowly breathe in through your nose. Remember last year's team, how they beat the Phillies in the playoffs and the Dodgers? Well, remember how they beat the Dodgers? Remember how if Tatis was there, they would have taken it all the way? Remember that? Now, you add Nando and Bogarts and championship. So, but the Blue Jays are looking. Emmanuel Rodriguez to 150. Emmanuel Rodriguez to 150. I actually just blacked out during that whole conversation. I have to go back and watch that and see what I said. Andrew, I'm going to need an oxygen tank here. I think it's all the particles of paper floating into my lungs. Seriously, I think that's it. We got card particles everywhere. 3 boxes left. We got some bangers coming, folks. Museum collection. Let's go. We're going to get a big one. Clayton, why don't you sit there for just a minute and let your juices sink into the box? I do run a tight ship, but sometimes it's too tight. I got to be better. Everybody has growth that they need to achieve throughout this life. And I need to be better. Every day, get a little bit better. Thanks, Easton. Close, Tiffany. It's not Riker, it's Triker. I just added the S to be silly. Strider plus 1,300 for Cy Young. I'm going to have to look into that one because that is pretty juicy. I wish it was like plus 2,000 though. Nando. Devers. Like, here's a guy who could have an MVP season. What's Devers? If anybody's on the betting websites, let me know what Devers is. AM Breaks. Maybe you're on there right now. Because there could be some juice in that one, man. Larry Walker. Look at this. Out of 100. Larry Walker, piece of his bat, piece of his shirt, his signature, a little bit of everything. Plus 2,000 for Devers. Now, don't you guys go getting any ideas before I get on that site. Don't you go driving that line. I'm betting on Devers to win MVP. That's all there is to it. I'm going Devers. I'm going Vlad. Let's pick a couple more. Of course, there's Judge, but the odds on Judge are not going to be favorable because, you know. Thanks, Doc. That's what I was thinking. It's a little too thick though for Tombstone. We've established. A little too thick, but if I could pull the Doc, if I could pull the Doc. Oh, there he is. Julio Museum. That's gonna be a card that people like. I like it. This is the route that I went with Tatis. So after I got all of the ones I wanted, like the mini rainbow from Chrome and all the flagship stuff, all the Chrome stuff, the Bowman stuff. This is the kind of place that I would go. I'd go museum collection, and then I'd try to find a museum parallel, and then the little off-brand, maybe like the 6th, 7th, 10th thing you think of. CC, meaningful, 36 out of 50. I was fortunate enough to pull the Amethyst Tatis rookie out of my museum collection box in 2019. And I really like that card. It's just a unique one, like everybody's going to have the Chrome and the flagship if they're collecting that guy. But not everybody's going to have the museum collection. Pena's plus 5,000. Yeah, you got to pay to get into the breaks, Charlie, because there's thousands of dollars worth of cards in the breaks, worth of wax. So Bryson Stott to 99. Pretty cool. That's what I'm talking about. This one right here, the purple Tatis, is the one I got. I think it's called Amethyst. Setting them to the side. We're filling right up. I told you that I'm gonna. Why? Okay. Nolan. Bohm got a canvas collection, eh? Okay. And Devin Williams. Quad piece to 99. Bowman Brent says, my only CSG slab is a Montgomery collection Julio 9.5. I don't know if you watched my video the other day, Bowman Brent, but I got the Montgomery Club Julio, and it gemmed up for me. Pretty excited about that card. That's another one of those cards that I think about when I compare what I look for. Because when I'm looking flagship for the collectability after you get the base, this is the same story with museum. After you get the base, maybe the gold, maybe this whatever secondary, like a stamp or a retail parallel, you're kind of on a budget. Maybe a venture, because there's the All-Star Game complete set collection you can get. There's the variation, complete set variation you can get. These are all relatively affordable. And then the Montgomery Club is kind of a next tier. Dude, this is heavy. This is heavy. There's something in here, guys. There's something juicy in here. Are you ready? Like spike. Can we get to 500 likes? What is this? What is this? It feels cold on my fingers. Oh, how about that? How about that Torkelson to 150? That is sweet, David. Nice hit, man. Whew, we got something real cold. And Bobby, what a box. We got a great museum box, you guys. The heck is this, guys? We got a bunch of nasty stuff. What the heck is going on here? What is this? Hold on, we got 2 megas. We got a bonus hit. Behind Bobby is something special. What is this? Canvas collection museum murals? Whoa! 1 of 1 artwork signed. It's a Great American Ballpark 101. Art by Bruce Gerlach, 2022. Whoa! How sick is that? Wow, what a piece, man. What a display piece for the PC. Matt, congratulations, man. Reds hit. Whoa. And that's not it. This is like a bonus. Great American Ballpark. Wow. How cool is that, dude? He was probably sitting there in the stands and like sketched that up. Original art card, hand drawn. So sweet. Don't really I don't know what to do with this right now. Hold on, let me think about this. I'm just gonna get it in a penny sleeve at first. And we'll put her in a top loader for now. I think what I'm gonna do is put it in a special something. Okay. Go like that, just because I don't want it just sitting here. Displayed open, you know, just in case. But we got something behind here too. That is very cool. Very, very cool. This is what I felt cold on my hands. You don't see these out of museum very often. 5 of 10? Bill Mazeroski. No way. What a nasty box. Wow. Gold frame auto. Gold ink. 5 of 10. Going to the Pirates. What a box, man. Ryan, congratulations. Look at that. I love cards. They're so much fun. It's museum collection is so good and nobody talks about it. You know, when you're talking about, like, I was waiting to see if Filmington put museum collection on his top list. I didn't think he would because there's just so many releases. But he didn't put it on there, and I was like, everybody's sleeping on it, man. You get 1 of 1s all the time. Whatever. I actually hope nobody knows because I want to keep getting it for reasonable price. Dries up. It's limited production. It dries up after a while. You can't find it for less than, like, usually you can't find it for less than 400. It's got a phenomenal checklist this year. It's not, the reason why it's not, people don't talk about it is because it's not really like a personal opening kind of thing usually. Like, people don't typically when they're at the card shop, they don't go for the museum collection box. Also, the allocations are so small on this stuff that they're not really at a lot of hobby shops. You know, they'll get their initial allocation and then just hope to kind of sell out real quick and then wash their hands of it. If they want to get back into the game, they're going to have to buy it for some secondary prices, and then it's going to cost more money. And then their clientele usually doesn't have $400 or $500 to drop on a hobby box. Sometimes they do, but all right, 2 packs left. Tiffany asks, do you have any advice? I'm 11 years old and started collecting about a year ago. Need figuring out steals on boxes. There's never any steals on boxes. So if you're going to be looking for a long time, stick to retail you probably should stick to retail. Meijer, Walmart, buy hanger boxes, blaster boxes. Those are the best deals. I mean, it could end up being a steal like in the future when you go, man, I remember when I bought that box for $12 and now it's 50. Credit card. On to the LOGOFRACTORS. And then we got some Sapphire after this. Sapphire update. A lot of people hanging in there. I love it. Nico, if you're interested in getting in on the breaks, a link is pinned to the top to become part of the Patreon group. You can get knighted as Slammer. And the Slammers get notified when I post a break. Because there's no set schedule. It's just when I have time, I do a break. And then I post it, and then it sells out right away. So if you're not a Slammer, you're not getting in. Carddeal.com with a $10 super chat says Striker was pulling hard for that run on the Don Juan Julios today. Happy for you. No bigger pressure for a food challenge or 100 Ks when it comes to your daughter. Cheers. Oh, man, I appreciate you. Thank you, Card Deal. Yeah, I saw you in there. Thanks for being there. And Corey with a $9.99. Sweet Jesus, let me take it all in. Off work in time to catch the Great Striker live action series. This doesn't happen. I want to be knighted as a Slammer, but not sure if work schedule would allow it. Well, I mean, I appreciate the super chat. That's very generous of you. And thanks for considering joining. Nick just hopped on. Wow, stage is loaded. Dude, the stage is so loaded. Look at this, like the secondary pile is heaping. And we got 2 more boxes, this and then another. We're onto the LOGOFRACTORS right now. Let's see what we can get. Come on! Mountcastle Cup. Seth Beer. And what do we have here? Pete Alonso. Yeah, if you pull this in a Judge or a Goldschmidt, it's I believe it's $100 credit. There's a nice Pete. And I got I think it was the purple Judge. And I don't remember. I sold it for a lot though. Just a regular base purple Judge. I think it was like $250. I don't remember. PSA 10, of course. Randy. Topps Japan. I didn't do any Topps Japan this year. There's just too much came out at once. Who was the break you did with the Julio with? Hobby Legends. I actually wasn't familiar with them before I bought the break. I mean, I researched them before I bought it, just like right before, but cool dudes. He definitely took care of me. I appreciate it. Pujols, that's a nice card. The Pujols has value, guys. This base one. You gem that up. That's like a C note. Brandon Marsh, blue rookie. Guess we'll put him in the secondary in the grand finale. Right here, right now. Good luck coming in. How many Sealigs? Okay, I'm going to need your help, guys. How many Sealigs do we sweep with? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? I'm going to make a poll. Since this is the last box, we got a few minutes. I'm going to start a poll. Not a few minutes, like 1 minute. How many Sealigs? You guys are in charge of the luck here. Okay. How many Sealigs? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only up to 4. Here you go. Here's the poll. Go ahead and vote. I'm going to give you 1 minute. 1 minute to determine how many Sealigs we use for the good luck sweep. We got to get all the bad luck out. That's why we use Sealig. If you're new and you don't understand what's going on with this Sealig stuff, I'm cornering the market on gold Bud Sealigs. I have 3. 4 of 50, 24 of 50, and 37 of 50. And we use his hairpiece, his very obvious hairpiece, to sweep away the bad luck. Okay? That's how this works. 50% of the time, it works every time. Ryan with a $20. Thank you for the $20 donation, my man. Thanks, Striker, for all you do. I appreciate all the work you put into this. Love the positivity. Your next ballad, Luis Heel. Ooh. I'd like Luis Heel, though. It's got to be someone, it's got to be like a real bummer guy. Real bummer. Like when I know a lot of people are probably bummed when they pull a Luis Heel. But not as bummed as I am when I pull a K. Not enough. Like, it's got to be so intense that I feel motivation and inspiration of lyrics that just flow out, right? I didn't plan the K thing. It happened naturally. All right, what's the vote looking like? How many Sealigs for the sweep? We're going to shut this poll down real quick. The vote is so close. 38% to 36%. 3 Sealigs is winning right now. 3 golds. We're going to let it go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the poll is over. The people have decided 3 gold Sealigs to sweep away the dirty, dirty, disgusting sewer-like smell of bad luck and bad card vibes. They're going the way of the dinosaurs. We have to infuse it. So since it's like an emptiness, there's neither good luck nor bad luck. Now we put good luck in there. Mike, thanks for the $1.99. You and your cowboy hat tip to you, brother. Big one. Big one for you guys. How many Sealigs? 36% to 35%. Wow. A lot of people were thinking 4, maybe. Thinking maybe we use 4. We'll see. Here's the best part about it. If it's a good one, if it's a good box, then obviously whoever voted for 3 is the winner. And you win all the prizes. But if it's a bad box, then everybody who didn't vote for 3 they're the winners. So no matter what, people are winning here. If you voted for 4, you can just be like, see, I told you 4. Nick Allen, rookie, first one, right here. Green. Urias. Mike with another $1.99 says, it won't let me send more. How dare it? How dare it? I appreciate the sentiment. I love it. Sean Murphy is listed as MVP candidate plus 8,000. Can't believe he's listed as a candidate. This card is so bloody thick that it's gonna take a 55 point. All right, let's keep moving. Allen is a stud. Corey with a $4.99 super chat says, what does the usual break schedule look like? Also, believe the mustaches brought you true, raw, unhinged power to only purchase the finest God boxes. There is no break schedule. That's why it kind of pays to be a slammer, because you get a notification right on your phone. Download the Patreon app on your phone, and when I send out a break notification, like, hey, it's live, sends a link right to your phone. You just click on it. So there's no set schedule. Keep it loose. But watch that video, homepage, strikerbreaks.com. It'll tell you a lot. Most questions that you have will be answered. It's like, what's a slammer and how to get in on a break. Come on, let's get a bonus parallel box. Abreu, Martinez. Just got 8 update blasters. Good luck. I think that's the best deal right now. Blasters. On the secondary market for sure. Wow. Well, thank you. Wrong Mariner. Thank you, Tiffany. It's great. It's great to hear. I'm glad. I hope it's in a positive way. Diego Castillo rookie. Carlos Correa. Come on. Some big rookies. We got 2 shots left. Let's get a name. Last pack. There better be a parallel in here too. Parallel of a big name. Riker. Oh yeah, you already said that, Riker. I can't remember everybody's names, unfortunately. I'll try to remember that. Riker. But I don't know if I can. I'm a simple man with a mushy brain. Oh, at least we got a Suzuki. That's a decent one. Decent one. But man, that's the thing about Sapphire. They can be brutal. The regular Topps Chrome Sapphire can be an absolute heartbreaker. This stuff is at least twice as good as that, as regular Sapphire Topps Chrome. But you get the True Wanders and O'Neal Cruz True out of the regular Topps Chrome Sapphire. Suzuki, Urias, and man, we only got 1 parallel. Unfortunate, but we still had a great break. Mike with a $49.99. Mike, holy moly. Thank you. You set the record for this break, for sure. And no message. Well, I mean, the least I can do is give you a sturdy hat tip. Mazeroski, look at this one. We're going to go over some of the hits. 5 of 10. Gold frame. What a sick hit. Man. Sabathia to 50. And this, you're going to have to rewind it. I don't want to take it out of here again. This is fragile. Rewind if you haven't seen what this hit is. It's a 1 of 1 artwork of Great American Ballpark by Bruce Gerlach. Museum murals. I've never seen a card like this before out of here. Devin Williams to 99. Larry Walker, dual relic auto. Valerio auto. Brandon Marsh to 299. Marinaccio. Not numbered. But man, did we hit out of our update. Chrome update. Aaron Judge, Royce Lewis auto to 150. Fulford to 299. Andrew Vaughn, Aqua. Wave. Luis Angel Acuna, Purple Shimmer. Kirilloff to 199. Garcia auto. Meza first. True Blue. Jake Berger rookie. Taylor Walls. Jordan. It was going to be cool. I was going to go Jordan. Blaze Jordan. Didn't come out that way to 150. Perez auto. Madden to 499. Jake Berger auto. Soto debut. Glaber short print. Man, did we have an update box? Oh. Garcia auto. Ramos auto. Vaughn auto. That one's numbered low to 25. Castro to 99. International Affair Devers rookie to 299. It's another tough pull. Acuna rookie and Guillorme. Wow. Not to mention the secondary pile of hits. Sapphire Arias to 75. Suzuki. Marsh blue. LOGOFRACTOR. Pete purple LOGOFRACTOR. Torkelson blue rookie. Rodriguez to 150. Pineda to 250. Stott rookie to 99. Julio. That was the secondary pile. And then there's more. There's like just more secondary. Tons. What an extravaganza of hits. Had a great time. I'm going to see you in a few days, folks. Got a lot to do this weekend. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all later.